As many of our customers, fans and followers know, up until now there have been 5 fragrances in our room spray collection. But as of today, I'm incredibly proud to say there are now 6. I'm so excited to finally introduce you to our latest fragrance, Dawn Orchard. Every fragrance I create begins with inspiration. Sometimes it's a place, sometimes a memory, and more often than not, it's just a fleeting moment. Each one tells a story, and today I want to share the story behind Dawn Orchard, a scent that, believe it or not, was one of the very first ideas I ever had for Gingham Florals. A few years ago, I visited a cider farm in Somerset. I was there early, really early, to watch the sunrise and enjoy an experience sold as breakfast in the orchard. As the sun came up, something magical happened. The scent in the air changed completely. Ripe fruit warming in the light, dew clinging to the grass, the faint mustiness of the earth. It was surreal and romantic. I stood there in the middle of the orchard, took a deep breath, and I turned to my partner and said, "How do you bottle this?" We ended up sitting down for breakfast and scribbling on the back of a napkin all the individual scents we could pick out. I still have that napkin. And that was the moment Dawn Orchard was born. Now, when I create a fragrance, I always start with a structure, separating how I want the scent to unfold, just like a story. But instead of a beginning, middle and end, we have top, heart and base notes. Then I begin storytelling until the scent captures the soul of that original inspiration. With Dawn Orchard, it was all about the awakening of scent, how everything changes as the sun rises over the orchard. There were ripe pears on the ground, slowly warming in the light. On the walk back to the farmhouse, we passed a garden full of jasmine and soft florals, still touched by that morning dew. I knew all of these notes had to be part of the final scent. As a teacher, florist and storyteller, seasonality is everything to me. It's how I see the world. When I was developing Dawn Orchard, I realised it didn't belong to summer or autumn. It's that moment in between around late September or early October when the harvest's in full swing. That's what I wanted the fragrance to capture, the richness, the transition, the quiet beauty of that season. Here's a description I wrote during the development process. It was my way of getting the story and the feeling down in words before I bottled it. You can't quite put your finger on it, but something is different. Outside there's a shift in the air. A dewy musk that signals the arrival of autumn. These are the scents that help us come to terms with summer's farewell. The last of the blooms, earthy wood smoke, ripening fruit, and the embrace of the soil as nature begins to rest. But it's not sad. It's a celebration, a reminder that we're part of something cyclical, beautiful and alive. There are musty organic tones, lush sweetness from fruit on the ground, figs and apples and decadent fat pears. Along the hedgerows, blackberries ripen and burst, scent in the air and drawing red admirals to the feast. And behind it all, just the softest hint of wood smoke. This is the harvest in scent form, a bringing home of everything the season offers. I also made some notes on the fragrance notes, those being top, fresh orchard pears and morning dew, heart, jasmine, freesia, subtle rose, and the base, resinous patchouli, warm musk, soft fruit skin, and earth. For me, Dawn Orchard is that golden moment when the orchard starts to stir. It's the sound of the leaves, the warmth of ripening fruit, and the hush of early morning light breaking through the trees. It's summer giving way to autumn. That is essentially Dawn Orchard. And full disclosure, it's actually my mum's favourite in the whole collection. I hope it becomes one of yours too.